Holy bananas, this thing is beyond the limits. Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. Derek Reacts, back at it again. You read right, me, Len Farmer, yes, with Sans Logique. I'm looking forward to this recommendation made by you guys, and I made it through finally getting my hands on this one after many of you said I should check this out. The official video, taking it back to 1988, guys. I can't wait to see what she's got for me, guys. Before we get into the video, please take a moment, comment, like, and subscribe. I'd love to hear feedback. Makes videos like these all the more possible. And also take a moment to follow me and like me, both on Instagram and on Facebook. And if you're new to the channel, guys, welcome. I also have a Patreon link down below. Be sure to check that out when you get a chance. Help support my channel. Makes recommendations like the one you're about to watch all the more possible. All right, guys, without further ado, let's go. Look at that, snake. What is that? This thing already coming in as we're getting started with Mylen's instrumentation. She's always setting up the mood for something big all the time, whether it's live or whether it's an official video. And right off the bat, you're getting these dark vibes coming in. Specifically with all that kind of like howling, that wind. It's you almost hear like that those environmental sounds, the wind howling in the back, and you see this child picking up a like Jesus, like almost crucified in kind of like that form with his hands, in that cross like fashion. Interesting. And now we're getting these three. I don't know if they're like three women. I have to see three women just dressed in black veil. So death, maybe, you know. So a lot of dark stuff coming in.
This is a blind formatted diskette. This is a blind formatted diskette. This is a blind formatted diskette.
Look at this.
Blind formatted diskette. This is a blind formatted diskette.
Wow.
Si Dieu nous fait à son image, si c'était sa volonté, il aurait dû prendre rage d'une malhabilité qui s'immisce et se partage l'innocence immaculée de mon âme d'enfant sage.
You can't help to love the instrumentation on this one, guys. Can't help to love it. Can't help to love it. Simplistic, but you hear the percussions, like almost like castanets. But the percussion's coming in nicely. I love that. I'm a big fan of that. Madonna uses that. What was that last reaction I did? I think it was ABBA's song. They used kind of like that instrumentation to simulate those castanets, even though there were percussions, synths, and that's what we're getting here. Those synths. By the way, I want to mention something. I've been going back and forth with Mylen. 80s and present, and then back and forth. It just goes to show you how her voice stays in that same kind of like it's just aged so well. Her voice is aged so well, but you can tell here how much younger she sounds. This is the 80s, guys, so there you have it. By the way, if I didn't mention the English translation, sans logique, to it translates to without logic. So interesting. Love it. Love this darkness already. You see the blood as they're holding hands there, and they're merging almost to become like kind of like blood brothers or some sort. And dressed in black, so a lot of death, guys, a lot of death. And then you see the cross coming up. Sleigh instrumentation with bass, guitars, and percussions. Love it.
Je voudrais comprendre de ce paradoxe.
Love it. Love it.
Souffrir d'une autre. Moi se glisse. Car c'est logique. Je me quitte. Aussi satanique.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Look at this. Wow. So she turns into some kind of like bull. Notice she puts these horns on to kind of like emulate this very masculine type of side here, at least symbolicness. It is. There's a lot of symbolism in this, very symbolism. But she puts these horns on and she turns into this bull. Unbelievable. And then you see them kind of like doing the if that's what they're actually doing with their jacket, emulating that. And she puts her hands behind her. Oh my God, these sounds! I love these classic 80s sounds, but just done in her way, and that's what I like about it. Those castanets, those percussions, are driving me insane. They drive me wild.
Je crois bien que mon silence
Look at that.
est meurtrier. Vous me découvrez blafarde, fixée
Oh my
à
God.
vos yeux si tendres. Je pourrais
Look at her.
par mes gardes d'un ciseau les fendre de ce paradoxe. Je suis complice.
Yes. Look at that. Oh my God. Holy crap. Oh, she got that off. She got that off. We're getting an instrumentation break here on this fantastic, guys. Stellar 80s song. I'm going bananas. Notice the cowbell. All those different elements that 80s and around that time incorporated that music with the environmental sounds, the grunginess, the industrial sounds, emulating like just everything. You can hear it so clearly, so perfectly. Like the drums, the guitars, the synths. Everything's so good. And that's what I live for. I live for this stuff, guys. Unbelievable. She's almost possessed. Mylène possessed. My God. She put those horns on, and she turns into a bull, which actually symbolizing power, fertility, strength. But also of that of the devil, which takes possession of farmers. So there you have it, guys. Mylène in this kind of like state that we're not accustomed seeing. Or at least I am, because I'm not used to seeing her in this fashion. If she's got more darker stuff, guys, let me know. I mean, I like this stuff like this. I have, I don't discriminate in anything. I'm open to a lot of things. Oh, there it is. Fantastic. Look at that. Oh, look at her. She's possessed. Oh my God. Holy bananas, this thing is beyond the limits. Brilliant. So the instrumentation dies down. Notice as her eyes kind of like roll backwards. She's really now really in it, really into this possession, and she's taking revenge after being treated like that. Because the guy took like some kind of like sword and like poked it in her, and now she's getting her revenge in some sort. So it seems, and they're now it's almost like those folks there, the ones that were like on the sidelines, knew that it was gonna happen, as they were watching there, kind of like as being active participants and viewing this, and seeing this unfold. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. The instrumentation on this song is epic, guys. Epic. I'm gonna have to hear this one. I put it on my playlist and hear it on my own time because I love it. I love intermittent sounds like that with percussions and guitars and all the drums. And notice the a lot of different vocal stuff that's going in the back there with Milen. I think she's like saying bidi something, just like little chantings and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. And probably other backing vocalists. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God. Ah, there it is. There it is.
Aussi ça
Oh, they're picking up stuff now. Look at her. Dies out. Dies out. Wow. Thing. To signify the end, the final, the finished thing. Listen to me. This is 5 minutes and 33 seconds long. To many, they may think it's pretty lengthy, but it's not lengthy to me because I'm so used to reacting to her stuff being 8 minutes, 9 minutes long. 10 minutes long. So it is a little short for me, but it packs a punch, guys. This thing packs a punch, with sound and everything. It wasn't 100% clear, but this was the best thing I could find. And actually was given to me by a Patreon subscriber. If I didn't mention this was a Patreon request, this is a Patreon request. And this link was given to me by a Patreon subscriber. So kudos to all those that have been recommending me this for a while, and I finally got to it. The instrumentation is on the money, guys. It's on the money. It's great. It's what I love. It's what I live for. All those things. Her voice sounds fantastic, but I think the way they went about this with instrumentation is what wins it. What wins it all the way. It wins it all the way because, I mean, I go bananas for these things. Those castanet emulating percussions. I mean, percussions emulating castanets. And those things are just give it all of that lift, all of that lift, and the strings and the drums and everything. Those synth horns that you hear, those are great as well. This video is very dark, guys. It's very dark, but in its own way. You may think to yourself, oh, it's just one of those, another video, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But you got to think of its time. This was released in the 80s, and this probably caused a lot of controversy. I'll get into that a little bit later, but, let's get right into this. Let's get right into this. It's dealing with schizophrenia, death, love, and religion. And we can all see that there. We can all see that there. It has this, it's very cinematic, this video, and it shows the human corrida, guys, corrida. The single became the top 10 hit in France, top 10 hit. So this is a big one for France, and it deals with this disorder which lives in the character that Farmer portrays, and it also makes reference to religious concepts, angels and Satan, to explore two opposite sides of one person, and you can see that there, as we see. Milen portraying this character in this fashion. At first, she's in this bull kind of like form. She turns into a bull, but then what happens is after this man, pokes her, or at least hits her, or even stabs her. I think he stabbed her. She just turns into some kind of like diabolical force. Turns into some diabolical force. Unbelievable. So what was the whole controversy behind this? Well, after the single's release, the European Workers' Party used a photo from the video where Farmer has a white eyes and the horns on her head, right? With the subtitle, these artists who promote drugs and ugliness, Farmer sued the secretary of the party, Jacques Chimanad, accusing him of having used her image without her consent and made inappropriate and abusive remarks toward her. So even though it has nothing to do with what they thought it was, they used her information, without her consent. That you can't do. That you can't do. So there you have. Directed by Laurent Benoit, guys. Laurent Benoit. There you have it. Brilliant when these two collaborate. I'm telling you. You see in this video this violence that well, not necessarily violence. Well, to an extent, yes, but it's all symbolic. It's all symbolic. She kills her lover to not be killed. The horns are symbol of the bull, power and fertility, like I said, and it's granted to women, but also the devil who takes possession of Farmer. Helplessness that witnesses the lover's agony, overwhelmed by a very human. There are several references to sexuality, the snake, Garden of Eden, as you see there in the beginning, the symbolism of the bullfight. The themes of love and death are also present in the video. So there's a lot of things happening. A lot of things are happening that are in there. And according to some sources, they say that Mylène's influence tackles a fundamental perversion of men. Reality is described in this obsessive and mixes dreams and nightmares. It is built on a Spanish ode to Spanish forbidden culture, which is mixed themes of childhood and social corruption. The old characters that form the audience in the video represent affluent people, the garrotators of moral order and partners of moral confirmation. That's what I was saying. Like they were participating in some kind of like, sitting and watching this. That's all they were doing, sitting and watching. According to French magazine Top 50, the video manages to marry dead, mournful tragedy with music and discotheques. The dint of symbolism, sophisticated decors, and subtle union of beauty and unhealthily. Biographer Bernard Violet said that the video is by far the most inventive ever made by Benoit, and that indeed it is. I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thought that someone like that can pull that off like this? So there you have it, guys. Oh my God. You want to take a look at these lyrics? So if God made us in his image, if it was his will, he should have taken umbrage of the evil, bad, uninhabited. And that interferes with sharing the immaculate innocence of my child so wise, I would understand. Of this paradox and compliance suffer as another in me slips, because without tragic I left both satanic then angelic. If every time in chattering we allow ourselves to drift, I really think of inheritance. My silence is deadly, I discover you, wan, set it to your eyes and tender, I might just inadvertently with a chisel split them. Oh my God. Crazy, crazy stuff, guys. 1988, these sounds, unbelievable. Mylène showing us her dark side with all the symbolism and doing her thing. This baby's gonna get my approval coming at you, guys. Coming at you most definitely. I loved it, and I'm gonna hear it on my own time. So there you have it, guys. Until next time, for more videos like these, guys, please leave your comments and suggestions down below on the next video you think I should react to. Take care. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more videos like these, be sure to check this one out. And also take a moment to comment, like, and smash the subscribe button to stay on all the latest reaction videos. And guys, yes, I have a Patreon link. Be sure to check that out when you get a chance. Help support my channel. Makes recommendations like the one you just saw all the more possible. Alright guys, take care. Love you guys. Peace.